Today, to have the opportunity to remember Mama with all of us together as a family. We've been together with Mama for over 14 years as part of YICG. I've been with him longer than that a little bit. We miss him dearly, and taking this time continues to inspire us to continue the good work he did in his inspirational manner. And I remember his many words, things like, why not? Oh sure, let's do it. To me, those were his mantras, He found YICG to be a match for his spirit, He had so much to give, and this was a good match. And we are just grateful that he was able to share his generational wisdom in so many ways possible. He did not think it impossible. He didn't come with this thing that I've come from India with so much and, oh, this place is so horrible, Just whatever he could teach, right? Am I right? With a lot of positivity. And he never made anyone feel that his subject matter is so vast, which as you put your toe into, you realize it's so vast, but he never conveyed that vastness. He made it so approachable, right? And as a teacher, he used the principle of encouragement, not judgment. And I think that's a principle that I really want to keep with me, to remember, So, and all this reflected on his own personal growth, from being a corporate executive, a high-flying one, the rough and tumble world of India, raising a family, and then making peace with coming to America, which is so different really, culturally speaking. It was a kind of vanaprastham, I think, for him. He defined it for himself and for us to also see, because when he taught, he was 68 years old, Raji.
Right.
And then, 82, he passed away, right? And he always looked to the future, not the past, for himself and for YICG. Lived a good life, served the community. I do believe he was able to do what he did, which we now gather to reflect. And after hearing yesterday the speeches, and I'm sure what we're going to hear today, we wonder how was he able to do it, right? So I was thinking a little bit about it, and he just led a simple, committed life with grace, with the support of his family. Clearly, without that, he would not have been able to do that. And very tight boundaries. To most things, he said no. Am I right?
Yeah.
No, no, and no, because he wants to do all these wonderful things. So I think that gives me a good principle. Yes, sure, why not? And no to most things. So he focused clearly on what he could give. That was what he personally could give. And with him, we reflect on an elder. We looked upon him as an elder, and we reflect upon him. We seek to emulate the goodness that he showed, all that's good in our tradition. And my last bit is, I would like to say, Mama, you taught us many mantras. I remember at the Herrick's community center, Lata and me would sit on the floor, and he was teaching this incredibly difficult part of the Rudram. And we must have repeated the mantra at least 40 times and still couldn't get it. And he would say, Panalame, we can do it, let's do it. So this is what I will cherish, having been there really, literally you can say from the ground up, So with that, we'll just start. Today is a day for talking. People have things in their heart they want to share, and we will listen respectfully, I guess. And we have a number of children. Hopefully we'll get through all of this in a nice format. I would like to invite all our faculty and admin. Some of you said you were going to speak. If you could just come up here and speak. And after they're done, Raji has a few words she'd like to share. Ismira, you want to go first? Urmila? Okay, you want to put it, yeah.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. That's all I can talk about him. The only reason I had to write was I didn't want to stop midway when I get emotional. like Rathi said, it was an honor to listen to all the grandchildren speak about him and how truly blessed they were yesterday. So one of the most wonderful and satisfying things we can do when we lose someone we love is to learn something new about that person from others. And these are some of the things that I learned from him, which I like to share. His love, his patience, understanding, wisdom, commitment, punctuality, and love for music were some of the qualities that I saw in him. He was a man of God who lived by faith, a man who believed in service. The first thing I noticed was his graciousness, his smile, and his simplicity. He stayed true to his convictions. He would never give up or let anyone be discouraged. This community loved and needed him, where he fortified his faith and imagined what might be. He convinced anyone that they will succeed if they only tried. His work, in a curious way, was a kind of a prayer, a way he connected with something beyond himself, a way he tuned into the meaning of service, of giving to others in an unreasonable way, an experience we can all learn from. His greatest joy were the kids in his class. He felt so proud when he listened that everyone chanted, and I think he made everybody feel so special. It is difficult to imagine him not being around. We gather here today to remember and commemorate his life, and what a lively and distinguished soul he was. A soul that brought joy and fulfillment to many, and whose legacy will live on forever, especially in mine, and through the many young hearts that he so lovingly touched. Thank you.